Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the middle of October. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Gemini, I do not do personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody, that is not me. That is somebody impersonating me. They're very convincing. They look exactly like me, so just keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. So, Gemini, I like to do a Celtic cross spread here for this middle of the month. I also don't read reversals. If you saw that Fool card come out in reverse. But at any rate, let's go ahead and make sure everything is in view here, and we'll get right into it for you. All right. I also like to take 3 cards to clarify as we go along, so I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Ace of Wands, my favorite card in the tarot. This is passionate new beginnings. This is the energy of side hustles, of turning a passion into a profit, of the spark of life. It's one of my entrepreneurship cards. You actually have my biggest combination of that here with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Gemini, some of you are self-employed. Some of you are thinking about going self-employed. Others of you are doing something on the side while working somewhere else. Others of you potentially even birthing something into existence. I'm trying to look for other like childbearing cards, like pregnancy cards. You know, some of you may be thinking or considering having children. This could certainly be the case with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups, but news being delivered potentially. But actually, I feel like what's going on here is most of you are working on a passion of yours, whether that's, you know, being employed by someone, being self-employed, or doing something on the side. Some of you may be in a passionate relationship with another person. I try to bring in messages for both career and finance as well as love and romance. So let's just go ahead and get into this even more here. Now, right away in the middle, in the current situation, you have the King of Wands. This is the entrepreneur in the tarot. This is somebody who is the most passionate person in the room. You can see the fire coming off of them about whatever it is that they're doing, and they truly love what they do. You'll never find a King of Wands in a workplace where they are not fulfilled or they are not doing what they love. And so with that, you could be taking on those energies. You could be dealing with a King of Wands type person. Could be dealing with somebody who is maybe delivering an empowered speech or an inspiring speech. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who is inspiring you. You could also be inspiring other people in your life at this time. With this energy here of fire, it looks very good for that. Anything relating to passion, inspiration, turning the heat up, if you will, anything like that in your life, whether it's in your relationship or in your career or just deciding to make some changes, looks amazing. This is also somebody who's quite successful at like trading, investing, anything like that. And like, I'm just getting that. I almost never bring that in for the King of Wands, but they are successful at work because of their passion. So definitely love to see that. Wands is the suit of enterprise and career. You also here have this 10 of Wands. So this 10 of Wands is coming in the problem position. The thing is, you're ready to release some sort of burden here on your shoulders. You can see this person sort of fighting an uphill battle, if you will. And it could be totally possible that some of you are, you know, dealing with that sort of thing right now at this time. You know, others of you here, what's going on is you have gained knowledge and experience, because each one of these wands represents some sort of knowledge gained or experience earned along the way, and you're just not giving yourself that. Like, you're not recognizing that. Thing is, you're at the end of the suit of wands here. In more ways than one. Not only have you gone from the ace, which would be 1, all the way through to the 10, but you also have the last court card in the wand suit. So it's almost like you've reached the top of the mountain, and now it's maybe like you're realizing that it's a solo journey, or you're realizing that like you've reached the top of the mountain, you summited, and now you're like, what's going on? Like, it's almost like your work is not done here. But I do want to stress that this looks very good for you. So let's see what else this could be about. Now, in the past, you have the Three of Cups. This is joy, celebration, good times with others, partying. You can see the three people here celebrating above the Three Cups. The Three Cups are overflowing. And it talks about just happy times with others, good times with other people, good social circle, anything like that happening here in your life. And some of you maybe maybe I feel like actually what I feel like maybe is going on here is you're grinding right now. Like you have been working pretty hard here. And I do wonder if like there's been a sense of isolation in your life as you've kind of worked towards your goal or worked towards your dreams here. And it's almost like I do feel like maybe some of you are going to try to increase your social circle in some way, because that seems like it was in the past. I feel like you're going to re-engage that. Or the other thing is here in the future, you could just be continuing to be solo. It really depends. This king, we'll have to see what three cards clarify here, but this Queen of Swords is isolation potentially, or solo energy. It's the energy of independence, really, is what the Queen of Swords is all about. Some of you attaining financial independence here, even though we don't have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, certainly to me would indicate that you have achieved some level of independence, probably within a career or within your financial situation in some way. You also here in the future could have a moment that comes in where you need to act with decisiveness, and you need to like bring the sword down and say, you know what, I'm moving forward, I'm doing something here. Some of you may be dealing with that type of energy, needing to have a conversation with somebody. In your current influence on your thoughts or on your minds here, you have the Strength card. So this is somebody who is, this is the energy of energy. This is somebody who has courage and is bold and, moves forward with strength and conviction on whatever it is that they're doing. And, some of you are maybe just tapping into that side of yourself here with this card coming in. Others of you, what's going on is there's some sort of event here on your mind that you're very aware of, that it's almost like you need to have a conversation with somebody, is what I'm getting with the Queen of Swords and the Strength card. And it's almost like you're really deciding, Gemini, what you're deciding on like how to handle this situation or this event that's coming in. And you know that you're going to have to take a stand. You know that you're going to have to be strong in your convictions. And it could mean that is just something that like you're kind of weighing right now. Now, what you don't see here coming for you in this lower row here, which is the subconscious level, is this Page of Cups, which is happy news being delivered. This is potentially new romance coming into your life. Like I said, if you're already in a relationship, some of you could be welcoming a child here, news of pregnancy with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You have to understand, Ace of Wands is birthing, typically in career, in enterprise. But, if you've been trying for a child, the Page of Cups and Ace of Wands is certainly a combination in the lower row of an unexpected situation like that. If you're not, you know what to do with that. And so I would just say, be cautious. Others of you, there's happy news coming in around some sort of side hustle enterprise business that you're dealing with here. And so let's go ahead and move forward and take a look at this staff here, which is where you're headed. So in the current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Temperance card. So this is someone who's balancing out their fire and their water. And so you can see that this is a card of healing, of temperance, of patience, of balance, of moderation, and not over or underdoing something, just doing something just right here. And it's also like this energy of healing with that, because this card comes after the Death card, which means you're healing from a sudden change or a transformation in your life. And in that way, it can indicate like a turnaround in some way. So what I feel like is going on here with this 10 of Wands in the problem position, clearly you may be stressed. Clearly you may be carrying some sort of burden on your shoulders here, fighting an uphill battle. But at the same time, there is a situation here where you are achieving healing. You're achieving balance in your life with this Temperance card. So I do actually really like all this fire energy. This is also Sagittarius energy. You have the Fool in your external influence. This is what you can't control. What you may not realize is that there's something coming in here that's providing you with a new beginning. Okay, there's the Fool is like stepping into the unknown, stepping into the darkness and allowing the universe to handle the details. Not sure where you're going, but you know you're going somewhere type of deal. And that's what I feel like maybe some of you are walking into here. I do feel like you've been grinding, you've been working hard, you've been, planting the seeds, and it's almost like at a certain point you have to let some things, put some things up to God or the universe or whatever it is that you believe in, and just trust. And the one thing that the Fool does is the Fool trusts, because they're literally not sure where they're going. And so for some of you, you're just trusting in the process here. You have the Queen of Cups in your hopes and fears. So this is somebody who is a trusted friend, ally, companion. This is somebody who is compassionate about their friends, about their family, about the people in their circle. They'll spend hours on the phone talking with you, helping you work through a problem. So for some of you, I wonder if you're concerned about a friend or someone in your circle here with the Three of Cups. Three of Cups in the past with the Queen of Cups in the hopes and fears. I wonder if you're concerned about someone in your circle. Or maybe you're hoping someone in your circle comes forward with an offer of love or something like that with the Page of Cups in the lower row. Some of you may be dealing with that at this time. In the outcome, you have the Eight of Swords here. This is somebody who's in a sword imprisonment. Someone trapped in their thoughts, trapped in their mind, not sure where to go, not sure how to get out. But just know that there is a road out. And the thing about the Eight of Swords is this is a self-imposed restriction, okay? And so for you, you have the key. The only person who has the key, there's no gatekeeper here. There's no guardian guarding the entrance to the prison or the castle. No, you are the gatekeeper. You are the person who has the key to get yourself out of this, because each one of these thoughts, each one of these swords represents one of your own thoughts, and you're trapped in that right now. And so for some of you, it's something to do with a group. It's something to do with a friend. It's something to do with a conversation that you need to have with somebody, where you need to have courage and strength and confidence here. Because on the other hand, with the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, it's like something's going on that looks very good for you here. And it's just like maybe the burden that you're carrying around is a social issue with someone else or with a group of people. And you're just not sure how it's going to shake out. And I feel like that's maybe the problem. Let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. Now you have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is the talent card in the tarot. This is, artists, singers, dancers, writers, musicians, designers, makers, builders, authors, anything like that. But if you're not in one of those groups, this could be just anybody who has a talent for what they do, like a special skill or a special talent for what they do in their life. And so some of you maybe have that quality about you. Some of you maybe are the most talented person in the room. It's also just a sign of hard work. I do see that there's more work ahead with the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. There's the road is not clear yet, but you're going somewhere very good with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Using a skill, using a talent to really provide for yourself here. You have the Lovers. This is Gemini energy, Gemini. And so this is you. You are talented here. Okay, there's no mistake about it. You have some sort of gift, skill, talent, or ability that keeps you well provided for, that keeps you going. It's all about you at this time, Gemini. And I don't say that in like a self-centered way or anything like that, like a negatively self-centered way. What I mean is sometimes you do the plane's going down, there's one life raft. What do? sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta think for yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like some of you are maybe weighing that option. You also have this Two of Wands here, research, planning, discovery. Seeing the two options or two or more options available and deciding which path to go down. That's the Fool. The Fool just goes down a path, okay? The Fool knows that that all roads lead to the same outcome. And for some of you, that's what's going on here. Let's go ahead and pull some additional cards and see what else we have. Okay, don't stop. Definitely like to see that. Let's see here. There's something better. And all right, I guess that's it. This card literally fell out of the pile. Let's see here. Okay, very nice. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. So don't stop. There's something better. Perfect timing. Look, if the outcome isn't here now, it's going to arrive eventually, and it's going to be like, this is what I know. This is what I know I've been waiting for. Like, this is exactly the moment in time that I've been waiting for. This is exactly what I want. That sort of energy. And just keep going. The worst thing you could do right now, Gemini, is to stop. The worst thing that you could do right now is to stop carrying these wands and only make it halfway up the hill. That's certainly not the time. It's certainly not the time to do that. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have concern, main female, marriage, gift, pathway, lovers. Some of you are welcoming a child, even though I don't have the child card here. Maybe, no, house, okay. Others of you, you have this gift here. Okay, you have this gift. Clearly with the Eight of Swords and the concern card, it's like you're your own worst enemy here, because you have this with the Eight of Pentacles and all these, the Ace of Wands, King of Wands, the gift card. You have something, you have a talent to share with the world, or at least a message or information to share with the world. And ultimately, this is the pathway that you're going down. With this pathway card here, this is your true north, this is your destiny, this is what it is that you're doing in this lifetime. And it looks very good for that. Others of you like doing family stuff, like part of your thing is like getting a house with your getting married, getting the house, having children. Some of you are doing that, and there's nothing wrong with that either. So I feel like this is a message of positive progress, positive movement forward. Things are moving ahead. The only thing for you is working through this prison that you may be in here, which is really just a concoction of thoughts that haven't happened yet. So love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you in the next one.